All right, thanks for coming back, guys, for part 3. So we have our dress and our apron done. Now we are going to work on these little booties and our little bonnet. All right, so get your supplies together, and once again, let's get this done. Alrighty, so to get started with our baby booty, get a slip knot on your hook and let's chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, into the second chain from hook, we're going to work 3 half double crochets. So not the very first one, but that second one. One, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to stop and I'm going to mark that first half double with a stitch marker. Now we're going to single crochet into the next 3 chains. So 1, 2, and 3. Now into the last chain, we're going to work 5 half double crochets. And as we work them, we're going to rotate our chain like this, okay? So I'm going to go 1, 2, rotate a little, 3, I'm going to rotate it all the way, and I'm working over my tail now, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to single crochet into the next 3 chains. So the next 3, you can see we're on the opposite side of our first, the single crochets on the other end. So you can see right there and right there and right there are the legs of your singles. So we're going to single right into those holes right above the legs. And you don't have to work over that tail anymore. Get that out of the way. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we're going to work 2 half double into that last chain. So right there, right into that last chain, we're going to work 2 half doubles. Alright, now we should have 16, and pull that tail, we should have 16 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Alright, so moving on to round 2. We're going to slip stitch to that first half double. We're going to work 2, well, chain 1, I'm sorry. Now back into that half double, we're going to work 2 half doubles. Right back in there. 1 and 2. Now I'm going to stop and I'm going to mark that very first half double with my stitch marker. Now we're going to half double into the next 2. So here and here. Wait, that was 2 and 1. That's not what I meant to do. Half double into the next. There we go. Now we're going to single crochet into the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Half double into the next. We're going to half double increase into the next. Sorry, put another one in there. Now we half double into the next. And now into the next, we're going to work 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now we're going to half double crochet into the next. And into the next, we're going to work a half double crochet increase. So that's 2 half doubles into the next. 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to single crochet into the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Half double crochet into the next. Half double crochet into the next. I got confused. I'm sorry. This makes me think it keeps making me think it's a stitch, and it's not. That's my slip stitch. That was my last one, and we need 2 into that one. So go back in there. Okay, now we are good. Slip stitch to the first half double, and if we did this right, we should have 22. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Thank you. Oh boy. Alright. I'm trying to keep track of where I am and so I don't mess this up. Okay, so we slip stitch to our first, and now we are going to chain 1. So we're going to work 2 half double into that same half double that we just slip stitched into. 1, dang it, 2. Now we're going to half double into the next 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Half double crochet, or 2 half doubles into the next. 1, 2. Half double crochet into the next. And now we are going to work 3 half double into the next. 1, 2, 3. Half double crochet into the next. 2 half double into the next. Now we're going to half double into the next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and into the last stitch, which is not this, that's our chain 1, right into there, we're going to work 2 half double. Alright. Okay, so now we're going to slip stitch to our first, and we should have 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. Right there. There's my slip stitch. Yay! Alright, let me turn my page on my notepad. Alright, so now we're going to get a little bit of a break. We don't have to count, nothing special. All we are going to do is back loop, single crochet into each stitch around, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and chain 1, and I'm going to scooch that and go right back into the top of that half double that we slip stitched into, but the back loop only, and I'm going to work a single. And go ahead and mark that. Alright, now just back loop single crochet all the way around. Alright, I'm going to get that done and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've come all the way around. I've got one more to go into right there. Some single crochet right there. And now I'm going to slip stitch to that first back loop single right there. Slip stitch in there. I got a hold of something. There. Okay, so that was round 4. So we're going to move on to round 5. We're going to chain 1. And we're going to single crochet into that very first one that we just slip stitched into. Alright, now we're going to single crochet into the next 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now we're going to half double crochet into the next 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one more for 9. And now we should have 9 left, and we're going to single crochet into those last 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right. So you can see our shoe coming together. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just take my scissors and I'm going to cut that tail off. I'm not going to weave it in because that puts like a little bump in the bottom of the shoe. Alright, so that was the end of round 5. Move on to round 6. Slip stitch to that first single, chain 1, and we're going to single crochet into the very same single that we just slip stitched into, and now single crochet into the next 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I was wiping my hook. I don't know why. Sometimes my hook will get real squeaky, and it's not like I'm crocheting really tight. It's just it's squeaky. I don't know why it does that. Anyway. Alright, so we got those singles done. Now we're going to half double crochet decrease over the next 2. So yarn over, go into the next, pull up a loop, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, go into the next, pull up a loop, 3, 4, 5 loops, yarn over, pull through all 5. And now we are going to half double crochet into the next. Alright, so we're going to decrease again, half double crochet decrease, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops, half double into the next. And one more time, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the next, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 5, half double into the next. Now we're gonna, ow, my ankle just popped. We're gonna half double crochet across the next two, or half double crochet decrease over the next two. Pull up a loop, yarn over, go, keep catching one loop. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all three. And now we should have 8 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we're just gonna single crochet into the last 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, now slip stitch to your first single, chain 1, pull up a loop, and we're gonna fasten off. I'll weave in that tail later. All right, now we are going to get our white. Get a slip knot on my hook here. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna attach our white with a slip stitch, but we're gonna work the entire round, this is round 7. This entire round is gonna be worked in the back loop, all right? So I'm gonna attach into the back loop only, into that right there, that single crochet right there, okay? So I'm gonna take, if you grab your slip knot, you can slide it over a little bit and it gives you more of the top of your stitch. So I'm just gonna attach with a slip stitch, chain 1, I'm gonna tighten that down. All right, now we're gonna back loop, single crochet into the same one we just attached to, and now back loop, single crochet into the next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're gonna back loop, double crochet decrease 2 times. So that's yarn over, back loop, go into the first one, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go into the back loop only, into the next, pull up a loop, there's 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. We've got 3 loops, so yarn over and pull through, come on, pull through all 3. And do that one more time, yarn over, back loop, go into the next, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go into the next, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3. All right, now we're gonna double crochet into the next, just a, oh, back loop, back loop, back loop, double crochet into the next. All right, now we're gonna double crochet decrease 2 more times again. Back loop, double crochet decrease. Go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go into the next, back loop only, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through all 3. 1 and 1 more. Pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next, pull through 2, pull through all 3. Okay, so now we should have 7 single crochets left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so now we're just gonna back loop single into these last 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so that is the end of round 7. Slip stitch to our first single right there, and chain 1. All right, so for rounds 8 and round 9, all we're gonna do is single crochet around. Slip stitch to your first, chain 1, single crochet around. Okay, so I am there's a train coming. So all I'm gonna do is work 1 single crochet all the way around, get to my first, or work into my last single crochet, slip stitch to my first, chain 1, single crochet all the way around for round 9, and I'm going to single crochet into that last single and I will come back, okay? So I'm going to work round 8 and round 9 and I will be right back. Okay, so I worked round 8 and 9 and I just did that last single. So now I'm going to slip stitch to my first single, which is a little tight. It's really tight. Dang. Alright, so slip stitch to that first single and chain 1, and we're going to work round 10. And round 10, we're going to work all of it in the back loop. So I'm going to slide that slip stitch over and I'm going to go into the back loop only and work a single crochet, which mine is really tight. Alright, so now we're going to single crochet increase into the next. I'm sorry, not increase, single crochet into the next 2. Back loop single crochet into the next 2. So we have 3 back loop singles. Now we back loop in single crochet increase. So 2 singles into the next. This whole round is going to be back loop, okay? So now we're going to work back loop single into the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Back loop single crochet increase. So 2 singles into 1. Back loop single into the next 3. Back loop single crochet increase into the next. And what we're doing is we're just going to repeat that around. Back loop single crochet into the next 3, into the next one, work the back loop single crochet increase, okay? So there's increase. So we have 1, 2, 3, increase, 1, 2, 3, and into that very last one is our increase. Alright, so our last round, we're going to slip stitch to our first single, chain 1, single crochet right back in there, and chain 2. And now we're going to single crochet into the next, chain 2, single crochet into the next, chain 2, and that's what we're going to repeat around. Single, chain 2, single, chain 2. I'm tangled up. There we go. Single, chain 2, single, chain 2, dang it. Alright, so go ahead and repeat that around and I will meet you when I've made it all the way around. Be right back. Okay, so I've worked around. I have one more single crochet. I'm going to single crochet into there. I'm going to chain 2 and just slip stitch to that very first single right there. Chain 1, pull up a loop, and fasten off. And now, what I want to do, if you flatten out your piece, just like that, there's your little booty, but on my first one, I added a little bitty bow right here, so I want to do that with this one. And all I'm going to do is get a piece, I don't know, about 10 inches long, and I'm going to thread it onto my needle, Alright, now what I did was just ran it through the remaining loops. Let's see, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Right through there. Oop, not there, right there. I'm gonna make them even. And then tie a bow. Not a very pretty bow. Alright, I'm just going to trim those tails. Alright. So repeat everything we just did for your second little booty. And there you go. Obviously I got all these tails to weave in, but aren't they adorable? So I have a doll here, and she fits into my 0 to 3 month Granimal clothes. So that's how, and she's wearing the dress we made, that's how I did the 0 to 3 month size. But these booties fit perfectly on her. Just like that. Oh, that is so sweet. I love it. Alright guys, I'm going to get my ends weaved in. Well, I don't need to take that one off. I'm going to get my ends weaved in and get my area cleaned up, and we're going to start the baby bonnet. Alrighty, to get started with our bonnet, we're going to get a slip knot on our hook and get you a chain of 41 done. Alright, so pause the video, get your chain done, and come back here. And to start row 1, we are going to double crochet into the 4th chain from our hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Double crochet right into there. Ah, nailed that, didn't I? Alright, now all we're going to do is work 1 double crochet into each of the remaining chains all the way across, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, so I just double crocheted into that very last chain. So to move on to row 2, we're going to chain 1 and turn, and into that very first double we're going to work 1 single crochet. And now just single crochet into each double right across. Easy peasy. Alright guys, I'm going to get my row 2 done and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm coming to the end, and I've got 1 double crochet that I need to single into. And then we have that chain 3 that we skipped. So if you look right there is the back bump of that last chain, the top chain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under the back bump and go right through. So I'm going to catch the side loop and that back bump. Right in there with the single. And there we go. That was the end of row 2. So now I'm going to give you a little homework section, and I promise it's going to be easy. Easy, easy, easy. Alright? So we're going to work row 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. In row 3, repeat row 1. And that's just 1 double across each single. Row 4, we're going to repeat row 2, which is just 1 single all the way across. And then we're going to repeat row 1. repeat, row 2, repeat, row 1, repeat, row 2, repeat, row 1. So all we're doing is a double crochet row, single crochet row, double, single, double, single, double crochet. So that's all you guys have to do. It's super simple. Chain 1, turn, work into your very first stitch, whether it's a single or a double, whichever. And that's it, guys. So I am going to leave it to you guys to get this part of your homework done. If you need help at all, my email address is in the bottom of the description box. Shoot me an email and I will be more than happy to help you out. And also, let me know what you're working on, because sometimes people email me asking me for help and then they don't tell me what they need the help with. So I'm kind of like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm meaning what pattern, what row, you know, things like that. All right, so get your homework done and I'll get mine done and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I just finished row 9. So we are going to go on to row 10. And for row 10, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And we're going to single crochet into the very first double right there. Alright, now we're going to single crochet into the next 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so now we're going to single crochet decrease 10 times. So the single crochet decrease, we just insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, 2 loops, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3. So that was 1. We need 9 more. 2. I'm out loud, I'm saying my total. We need 10, so I've got 3 already. So here's 4. Here's 5. Here's 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Alright, now we should have 9 double crochet left, and we're going to single crochet right into those last 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the last one, rotate it just a little, and there is 9. Alright, so we're going to chain 1 and turn. And for row 11, we're going to double crochet into the very first single. And now double into the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So double crochet into the next 8. There's 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we are going to work 1, 2, 3. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochet decreases. Alright, so now the double crochets, we just yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go into the next, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3. So there's 1, we need 5. There's 2. 3. 4, and 1 more. 4, 5. And now we just double crochet into the last 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So double crochet to the end. Well, dang it. Sorry about that, I didn't mean to bump my phone. And the last one, right there. There we go. Chain 1, pull up a loop, and fasten off. Okay, so now I'm gonna let it take its natural shape. I want the row we just worked, I want the back of my double crochets to be the top. Or no, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna flip it out. I want the double crochets and the decreases that we just worked, I want the front of that facing out. Okay? Alrighty. So now I'm going to get my white. Alright, so the decreases we worked is going to be the back of the bonnet, and oh, excuse me. What we're getting ready to work is going to be the front of the bonnet. So the remaining loops from our beginning chain is the front of our bonnet. So basically we want the front facing us. So like these double crochets are facing me right now. The reason we want it like that is because we're going to work a row of double crochet, single, double crochet, single. And then we're going to fasten off and come back to the beginning and work it again, so it's going to leave a little bit of a double crochet ruffle or a scallop edge, and the double crochets will be facing up, so that makes the double crochet or shell or scallops kind of fold out like that. You'll see. Alright, so I got my white yarn on my hook with the slip knot. Okay, so right here is where we started. So if you look, right there is the legs from my first double, the legs from my second, third, fourth, on. You can see if you put your hook right where those legs are and push, you're going through the chain and you're going to work into the remaining loops of the chain. So here's my legs, because these are upside down right now, so this is the legs into my beginning chain. So if I just put my hook, if I just set my hook on those legs and push, it puts me through the chain, and then I'm going to work my stitch around the remaining loops, okay? So what we want to do is we want to attach into the very first chain. So into the very first double crochet, I'm just going to set my hook on the legs and push. And now I'm through the chain, and then I'm going to work a slip stitch into the remaining loops of my chain. So then I'm just going to slip stitch, chain 1. Okay? I'm going to pull that tail to tighten down that slip knot, and I'm going to go right back in there with a single crochet. Okay, so now I'm going to skip the next, and into the next I'm going to work 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. I'm going to skip the next, single crochet into the next. Skip the next, 5 double crochet into the next. Ah, lost that one. Did it again. Okay, so now I'm going to skip the next, single crochet into the next, and that's what we're going to repeat across the row. Now repeat that across, and I'm going to come back at the end because we are going to have to skip an extra. Well, on my prototype I did, so I'm pretty sure we're going to have to skip one extra stitch down there, but that's all right. Okay, so I am going to work single, skip, half double. What? Single, skip, 5 double, skip, single, skip, 5 double, skip, single, skip, 5 double. I'm going to work that across my beginning chain, and I will come back when I get to the end. Alright, so I've come to the end, and what I have right here is a single into the second to last double, and what we would do is skip and then work our 5 double crochet into the chain, but I don't want to end right there with 5 double, so I'm going to work 5 double crochet into this shell right here, into this shell, into that double I'm sorry, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down, and not into the top of that chain, but into the middle chain. I'm going to work a single. So that's a chain 3 right there. So I just worked a single into the second chain. That's all I did. All right, so we chain 1, and we're going to fasten off. Make sure you leave enough tail to weave in your end. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 shells. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get another slip knot on my hook, and I'm going to go right into that first single crochet all the way back where we started. I'm going to go in there with a slip stitch to attach my yarn, chain 1, I'm going to pull that tail down, tighten up that slip knot. Alright, now I'm going to go right back in there with a single crochet. And now into the third double crochet of that set of 5. So if you just, if you look at it, you can see the middle double crochet. I'm going to go right into the top of that with 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I'm going to come down and I'm going to single into that single. And that's what we're going to repeat across. 5 double crochet into the middle double, single into your single. 5 into the middle double, which is your third, single into the single. 5 into the middle, single. 5 into the middle, single. So just repeat that across, and I will meet you when I get to the end. Okay, so I worked that across. I worked my last 5 double into the top of, into the top of that third double of my shell. And now all I'm going to do is come down to this last single crochet right there. I'm going to work a single, chain 1, pull up a loop, and fasten off. Alright, so the last thing we have to do with our little bonnet is we're going to chain a long length, and then we're going to weave it in and out where, weave it in and out from row at the top of row, well, this is row 1, basically where the white meets the peach. We're going to weave it in and out of there. But before I get that done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to get all these ends weaved in real quick, and I will be right back. Alright, I got all the ends weaved in my little bonnet. So now I need to get a long length of chain that I'm gonna weave in and out through here, and then I want the two ends to come out the side, and then I can tie it underneath the baby's chin. So I'm gonna get a slip knot on my hook. And I'm gonna start chaining. I will come back and let you guys know how long my chain is. I'm not counting. I need a good length so I can have enough to tie and enough to weave in and out. So I am gonna finish chaining this, and when I come back I'll let you guys know how long my chain is. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so without stretching my chain, like I just chained it and laid it down on my desk, it comes out to dang near right at 25 inches. You see it? So that is my length of chain I'm going to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut. Pull that out. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to weave in these strands. Where's my needle? Oh, here it is. Weave in the strands through my chain. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my chain to where all the back bumps are up, and I'm just going to weave it in and out through these back bumps. I'm going to go up a bit. I'm going to go 2 more. Alright, now what I'm going to do is come back and just run this through the yarn. So a sharper needle would make this a lot easier. I'm going to do it back one more time. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to do this on the other end. I'm going to do it off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, I got those ends weaved into my tail. So now what I have is a needle with a little bit bigger of an eye. Oh, excuse me. I just inhaled a piece of yarn fiber. I'm going to try to weave this or thread this into my needle best I can. That's good enough. Okay, so I'm just going to start weaving it in and out of the stitches. And I'm not going to do like every single one. I'm going to skip some and uh-oh. It doesn't want to go through. Oh, there it went. Okay. So basically just the holes where the singles and the 5 double crochet shells are is where I'm just weaving my needle in and out. Let's see, here, 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 here. There, there, and I'm going to go into the last space where that that last stitch is. Pull them through. Alright, now I get this off my needle, and I'm going to make my chain length even. So just like that. Now I'm going to tighten that. And there we go. There's our little bonnet. So we can tie it into a little bow underneath the chin. And there we go. There's the little bonnet. Oh, isn't that cute? Let me get my booties. Okay, guys. So that is part 3 for our little baby set. It's so adorable. Alright guys, thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are the greatest. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't so you never miss what's coming from me, because I've got a ton of different things coming. And in the description box, check out those links. I got links to all kinds of stuff down there. I'm also going to have links to part 1, part 2, and I'm going to have a link to the matching baby blanket and pillow set for this. Alright guys, you're the greatest, and I'll see you in the next. Bye!